SAP Enable Now provides 5 channels in which audio can be played. This allows you to play up to 5 different sound files at the same time. This is most useful when you have a narrative voiceover but also want to play other sounds, for example dings in response to objects being clicked on, without interrupting that narrative playback. Multiple channels are necessary because as soon as you play an audio file in one channel, it will replace any existing sound already being played in that channel. So if you had narrative playing and then played a ding, the narrative would stop as soon as the ding sounds. That's not to say you can only have up to 5 audio objects on a book page. You can have as many as you like and play different ones in different channels or all in the same channel as necessary. That said, you do need to assign each audio object to a channel and you can't change the channel an audio object is assigned to. The following channels are available. Book sound is used for audio that should play continuously across multiple pages in a book. You start it playing on one page, usually the first page in the book, and then the sound will keep playing as the user navigates to other pages within the same book. This is commonly used for background music. Page sound is typically where you would play the narrative voiceover for the book page. The actual page sound audio is always played in this channel, although you can assign other audio objects to this channel as well. This audio that you're listening to at the moment is in the page sound channel. The explanations channel is very similar to the page sound channel, but is typically used for additional audio that's triggered by an event, as opposed to the page sound which typically starts playing as soon as a page is loaded. You could also play this type of audio in the page sound channel, as you'd never want the page sound narrative and an explanation narrative to be playing at the same time, but you may find it cleaner to always assign audio that's played in response to an action in the explanations channel and leave the page sound channel for the actual page narrative. The effects channel can be used for playing sound effects, like a ding when a button's clicked. It's a good idea to play this type of sound in its own channel so it doesn't interfere with the narrative, effectively being played on top of or at the same time as the narrative itself. Others is very similar to effects and would typically be used for the same purpose. Having 2 channels for this type of audio just gives you a bit more flexibility. Now, when you assign audio to these different channels, you do need to consider the options available to users for adjusting the volume or muting audio during playback. Because although there are 5 audio channels, there are only 4 volume controls available to learners in the book reader. These are Master, which affects all channels, Book Sound, which affects only the Book Sound channel, Narrative, which applies to both the page sound and explanation channels, and Effects, which covers both effects and others. There are corresponding actions you can trigger on the page object for these 4 user controls, although the actions in the editor are named General instead of Master, and then Book Sound, Narrative and Effects as normal. So to effectively illustrate the use of different channels, I'm going to play audio in all 5 channels at once. You'll hear some background music in the book channel and then separate audio in each of the other channels stating what channel the audio is being played in. You can then select and deselect the mute audio checkboxes on the image here to see which channels these controls affect. Or you can use the actual controls on the toolbar at the top of the screen. These will have exactly the same effect. Try it now and then continue on to the next page when you're ready. I'll leave the book sound playing just so you can see how it continues through all pages in this chapter as you navigate on. So, here we go. Page sound.